Welcome to the DATABASICS tutorial on how to add an expense report with a few different types of expenses. This process is the same for all Android and Apple devices. First, let's click My Expenses in the menu on the left. This will show my existing expense reports. I can also add a new expense report from here. To create a new report, click on the Add icon. This creates a list of kinds of reports that you can create based on your organization's options. I can only create an internal expense report, so I'll click that. This is the cover page where we will add more details about the report, including the purpose, date, and city. Click Next once you've filled this out. Now I'm inside the expense report where I need to add a new kind of expense. I need to add a mileage expense, so I will scroll down to mileage. This brings up the unique mileage form. I start by clicking on my start address. If I choose Locate Me, it will fill out the address for me based on my current geolocation. However, I've saved a few favorited addresses, so I'll choose this one, King Street, as my start point. Then I'll add my second favorite address as my second point. I only had 2 stops on this trip, so I hit Next. On this page, the distance has been automatically calculated. I do need to specify whether this was round trip. In this case, it was not. Everything else looks correct, so I click Next. I now need to verify everything one more time and then click Done. The system automatically calculated, based on my organization's specifications, my amount due for a 3.19 mile trip. Now, let's create another kind of expense. This time, let's create a meals expense. I need to enter all information with an asterisk, which denotes a required field. My business amount was $11.20. I can also add an optional note if necessary. If I did have multiple receipts, I would slide this option to turn it on. For now, I don't, so I'll turn it off. I have just one receipt for this expense, so I click Next. On this page, I can add my attachment. My 3 options are to use a receipt already in my receipt repository, perhaps one that I emailed into the system, or I can take a picture, or I can upload a receipt from my album. In this case, I'll use a receipt in my repository. I have the receipt here, so I just need to click on the arrow. This will make the receipt larger so that I can make sure it's the correct one. I verify and then click Attach. Now I'm back at the main area for this expense report. I'm finished for now, so I'll save it as a draft using the Save and Exit option. And that's how you add 2 different kinds of expenses to one expense report in DATABASICS using the mobile device.